have got actually this is very difficult to describe for me also, so let me just show you that. I guess this way, yes, actually we would be making this thing today in Photoshop. uh, I have put all the photos that you would be needing in the description, don't worry for that. And so let's get started. Basically you would be beginning by clicking file, new, and you can stick to these settings 1179 by 735. Actually you can increase the width to 1300 and check all other things. It's white, color mode is RGB, resolution is okay, and everything. When it seems to be fine, click OK. So you would be presented with this. So uh, before we start, I would be selecting this bulb. I would be duplicating the layer, and I would be putting it onto our untitled one, the new file that we just created right now. So in order to do that, select the magic wand tool, like this, and then click Command Shift I on Mac and Control Shift I on Windows. uh, After that, you can see this layer, this region is selected. So to remove all this thing, what you can do is grab the quick selection tool, and on the top you'll see three preferences. Click negative, subtract from selection, or you can even press the alt key and remove it, but I prefer this way. Just I will zoom in a bit. Yeah, and now I am going to remove all of this. It may take a bit of time. Having removed all that, you need to create a new layer so that you can transform. You can actually copy and paste, or take it from one source to the other source. It's really simple. uh, the quick selection tool, right click, and you can see one new layer has arisen. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. First let me zoom out a bit. And so you can see there are actually two layers here. So having done that, let's take this out and let's view the untitled one. Yes, this one. And I would be placing it onto this, and let's put it back there. And not this one. Yes, this one. Actually it looks like my it's run out of space. Actually let me first try to rotate it 90 degrees. It won't be happening. Okay, so let me just make the canvas bigger. Edit, no, image, adjustments, image canvas size, and I would change it to percent. Would double it, 200% here and 200% here. And let me zoom out and grab the paint bucket tool, all the unnecessary area. Okay, looks like my computer's hanged a bit, so no, it's okay. So you can see all of this is white. Now I'll rotate it clockwise by 90 degrees. very simple. Take the quick magic wand tool, put it in, then you can see all of this stuff get selected. Command Shift I on Mac, Control Shift I on Windows, and it's inverted. Actually I tried to do it by using the marquee tool, but what happened was that when I just rotated it, so the background it became black, and it wasn't getting to white. So that's why I want to just prevent that from happening. So what you can do now is go to uh, edit or image. It's on image, yes, image. No, I guess it's on edit. Edit, wait a minute, image, image rotation 90 degrees clockwise. No, sorry guys, I also didn't know how to do that actually, because I was using the free transform for a lot for a quite amount of time, so I just forgot that. It's on edit. Go to edit, transform, and rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So here it goes. These white areas you can fill it by using the paint bucket tool. First let me just deselect this thing. Looks like I clicked it more than required. Yes, it's okay now. So now what we have to do is erase all of the filament. We don't want that in our thing. So what we are going to do is use the spot healing brush tool and painstakingly do just remove it. Guys, there is no other method till I know. If you know, please you can use that. Please do tell me, because I would also be knowing something new. So let's just zoom in a bit. And manually just erase it. It takes a bit of time to do it. Done. And then again just erase it carefully. Actually, let me just increase the size and reduce the hardness. That must be a mistake. Actually, hardness should go up, because you really want a brush to do such kind of job. And just the final leg of this thing. Now actually what we would be doing is again selecting the bulb and just removing the necessary and the unnecessary metallic part, and transforming it all to actually yellow. So sorry for saying yellow, it's white. Same thing. Okay, it's a bit of mess. I'm using my quick selection tool now. Use the brush mode because it's the best when you have to do these kinds of selections. Hey, you can see how easily we selected all of that. Now grab your paint bucket tool and click on white. And on the edges, let it be as it is, because you want to make people know that yes, there is some amount of that edge left, because if you remove all of these edges and that stuff, so it would be really difficult for you even to know in the late part how to do that. uh, Actually it's been 11 minutes, so I'm thinking of that I should, after the bulb part, I should continue in the next part. So actually, to make the bulb look more realistic than it's now, it's clearly looking that we have edited it in Photoshop. To make it bit more realistic, go to filter, to blur and lens blur. You can first thing what you have to do is go to shape and triangle. Just leave that. It may appear to be transparent, but that's perfectly fine. And play around with this until you find the right combination. Rotation, let curvature. Please make sure that you have selected Gaussian as well as monochromatic. And means if your parameters match mine, and if you find that doing invert it's looking better, in my case it's looking the same. Actually it's a bit better, you can see. After all that, click OK, and if you zoom out you can see. And I can actually, what you can do if you have this sort of thing, so just paint gray all around your leading edge. After that it may look better. So I'm going to take gray as my foreground color, this one, and using the brush tool, and make sure that you have a brush of zero hardness, and just paint it around. So I'm just going to do that. After painting I'll see you.